Hey treasure hunters, welcome back to Toy Box Treasures. My name's Trav, and today we're going to talk about some toy lines that's coming out in 2020 that I am so excited for. Before we get into that, make sure if you're new to the channel, hit your like button, subscribe, turn on your bell for notifications. Check us out on Facebook. It's just another way for you to get in touch with us so we can take care of whatever you want to see. I want to give a special thanks out to my wife for making me this cool, awesome Copperhead shirt. This is my number one, spoiler alert, on my top 5 Cobra figures from the Real American Heroes line. You can check that video out on our channel on YouTube. Getting right into what's coming out in 2020. In June of 2020, we're going to get Kenner's The Real Ghostbusters. These were the figures that supported the cartoon that came out in 1987, in that mid-80s range. We're going to get Peter, Ray, Egon, Winston, Stay Puft, and of course Slimer. These figures look just like they did back in 1987 with the cards, bubbles, and accessories. Should be a price point about $15. This is a Walmart exclusive, so you ain't going to get it nowhere else but Walmart, unless you get it on secondary market. This is to build that nostalgia for that new movie coming out in 2020. I think it's called Ghostbusters Afterlife. So get out there and check that out and get those figures. Also in June, we got G.I. Joe coming back out. Hasbro is going to be bringing these out. They're going to be packaged and styled kind of like those Marvel Legend figures. Should be a price point, probably $20. These guys are really colorful new paint schemes. So they're going to attract probably that more newer G.I. Joe fan, but it's still going to bring us in hook, line, and sinker, because once you're a Joe fan, you're always a Joe fan. We're going to get Duke, Scarlet, Snake Eyes, Roadblock, and Destro. Now, there should be a 6-figure coming that they haven't announced yet, and I would assume that it's probably going to be a Cobra figure since we only have one with Destro. This is going to be the setup and the nostalgia for the new Snake Eyes movie coming out in the fall of 2020. So we're going to be out there buying them Joes, and then we're going to get out there and watch that movie. Next, Marvel is also Marvel and Hasbro bringing out their Marvel Legends figures. They got 60 coming out here in 2020. They've already started bringing these guys out, but the 3 that I want to focus on today and that I am most excited about is the Amazing Spider-Man 1997 toys. These are kind of like a retro carded, retro bubbled. It's going to be a newer styled figure, more articulation, but these guys look great. Loved that cartoon as a kid and a teenager. You can still watch it today. It's on Disney Plus. If you've never seen it, check it out. I check it out as often as I can. But these figures are going to be really cool, especially if you want to get that card on the wall and put it with what you already have, or if you're growing your collection. I would expect the price point on these guys to be somewhere in that $15 to $20, just like what normal Marvel Legend figures are. Don't have an exact release date on these 3 Spider-Man figures, but just keep checking them shelves, checking them pegs, and checking them stores, and I'm sure one day you'll find them. And the last line that I want to tell you guys about is the one that I am most excited about. That's why I kind of got a little tongue-tied. It's the Masters of the Universe Origins line. I cannot wait for this. I can't wait to be able to go to the store and pull that card off that peg and walk through the store and pay for it, just like I did when I was a kid back in the early 80s. The nostalgia factor with that is just, I can't wait for. We're going to get He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, Skeletor, Evil-Lyn, and Beast-Man. These figures are going to have more articulation, but they're going to look basically exactly like the original figures back in the early 80s. Can't wait for this. I'm expecting the price point for this is going to be about $15, just like those WWE Motu figures that are out on the shelves and pegs now. And this is going to be the setup for those new Netflix TV series that they have for Masters of the Universe. Cannot wait for these. I know the beginning of 2020 has had a rough start, but when we hit June and moving on to the end of the year, it's going to be awesome. So get out there, check these figures out, make sure and leave something on the peg for the next guy, because the next guy just may be you, maybe me. And get out there and check those flea markets, yard sales, digging them boxes, because you never know what you're going to find. Check us out on Facebook. Like I said, let us know what you want to see. Let us know in comments. Are you excited for these lines coming out? And also tell us what you want to see in future videos. This community is growing. We're over 1,000 views. One video is over 400 views, and we have a lot, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are over 100 views themselves. So thank you for allowing this community to grow. Keep sharing these videos in your community, and we'll keep growing here at TBT. Stay tuned for future videos, and thank you for your time. Thank you for this community.